Oh my word, so much to do, so little time to do it in.
Warty old bones are tired of the sea. So, hey my toots, come a-riding with me.
Well, ahoy there, tubular trail folk. It be Captain Kelly here. And of course, the wondrous, illustrious Toobs. Yes, oh, thank you very much indeed. And we've got just 9 days to finish the cage and get everything ready on the boat. The original cage, which as you can see in this picture is far too big, and I cut it down and prepared all the edges ready to weld. Bought a welder, tried welding, and the steel here is just too fine for the welder. I can't get it to weld that fine. It wasn't flash enough and I'm not skilled enough. So I then painted them all up, ready to rivet them, and I'm going to rivet them, and then I'm going to be using these gussets. Oops. So I'm going to use these gussets like this and rivet those across to hold everything together, which should be very strong. But to make sure it's really strong, I'm also going to glue this with an amazing bond called OB1, which is a construction sealant and adhesive, and it really is strong. So not only will it be riveted, which should be enough, but I'm going to glue it as well, and instead of welding. So that should be very firm, and I don't think we should have any problems with that. But now that I've beautifully painted all these up again after grinding them down to weld, I now realise I have to grind them down again for the glue to have a good bond. Rather than it bonding to paint, it's going to be bonding to the steel. So I'm going to be grinding these back down again wherever gusset's going to sit. I'm going to grind it down to bare metal again, stick and rivet these gussets on, and then once that's all dry tomorrow, I'll paint everything back up again. All prepared. And now for just to clean them up with some white spirit. And now we've marked up where the gussets go into these holes. Like that. And that's the first one done. So that's them all done. Now ready to put them in place, do the next ones. So that's them all done, glued, riveted, ready for painting. Now all I've got to do is try putting it together. There you have it, fitted. So now that we've got this thing fitted and a brand new bed for toobles, it looks absolutely huge with this wide angle lens, but if you look back here, it then looks quite small. But if we zoom back in to 1:1, so she's fastened down here with a solid piece of 7-ply plywood bolted through there. She bolted on here, clip for quick easy release, and also she's strapped down at here, so then the bum. So I'm going to load this up with a bit of weight now. I've tested it already to 70 miles an hour with it open, and now I'm going to test it with this cardboard. I'm going to put the cardboard all the way around it, and there it is, all completely boxed in. So on this hot and very blustery day, we've tested the bike. It doesn't look very attractive at the moment, but it's the one way of making it look like a block and feeling how the wind affects it. And yeah, you can feel the wind on it. You can feel it sort of trembling, just shuddering like that, but nothing serious at all. I've been through the the little lanes going in and out of the gorse, so it's gusting from one side, then it's gusting from the other, and then it's on in front and it's at the back. And so I've tried it in pretty good wind conditions now, and apart from it, little shaking and tremors and stuff like that, there doesn't seem to be any problems at all. So I'm here now because my UPS order didn't come through. I've been waiting for over a week for it, and apparently they went to the my boat and they couldn't get the money. I had to pay another 62 quid on top of £250 to get it into the country. So that's those are my crash bars though. So what I've done is I've unpacked my crash bars, put them in there, so now that is much heavier, with 4 crash bars and a bag of tubular stuff pretending it's tubes. So that's really overweight now, so I'm testing it in probably twice the weight that tubes is, and then we're going to see what it's like in the wind. And we've also got nothing in these side boxes, so we've got the wind operating correctly, but there's no weight in them, so the weight would assist and the wind will get in the way. So we're just trying it at the worst scenario with those empty and all the weight up top now. And we're going to ride back on a motorway, a bit of dual carriageway, 60 and then 70 mile an hour, and then I'm going to take it over the bridge, 50 mile an hour over the bridge, and that's where the gusts are the biggest, over the Inverness Bridge, and we'll see how it handles over that. Well, nothing serious went wrong there. We certainly have tested it well, and now it's time to put the rest of the things onto the cage. So just 5 days to go before we go. We've got Tubes trying out our new bed, which hopefully she's going to enjoy in her cage. So after almost a whole day of searching for some multi-wall polycarbonate, here we have it, and half fitted. It's taken the whole afternoon to do so, and we've got our fans running here, which are running off hardly any sunlight at all off that solar panel, and then we've got the panel to go on the top next. There you have it, Tooble's cage, virtually complete really. And so we've got all the acrylic, the polycarbonate I should say, got a polycarbonate top with a solar panel on it, temperature gauged so we know how cool she is, 16 degrees in there. One measures the top, one measures the bottom, it's exactly the same at the moment. Then we'll see how she is and how warm it gets when in the sunshine. We'll test it and see.
Dog, she's my tubular dog. She's soft and she's bendy and she's full of tubes.